Untitled, the podcast, with your host, Michael Weber.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I am.
With it usually, Kevin Prociw. Yeah, I'm not showing up, man. They didn't like me here, but
you don't exist anymore.
Whatever. Here we are.
I don't even know what happened to you there. I mean, you're just kind of gone.
Yeah, you know how it goes, man. We just every show has at least a little bit of a difficulty of some kind, but we're making our way.
Every rose has its thorn. No, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what would even begin to equate. But
well, let's welcome folks to our show. This is Season 3, Episode 17, October 3rd. Of 2021. Can you believe it, Mike? We've been at this for quite a while now.
We have. And we're in October. I mean, I just let people out there know there's only a few more days left for shopping for my birthday. So I just want to make sure. I mean,
when we get to the What's in Mike's Hand segment, we can talk about gift ideas for our birthday.
There you go. We'll see what happens there.
Absolutely. Well, let's tell folks how they can be part of our show. So, Mike, take it away. You want to tell them here, comments on
how they can be part of the show? Yeah. You can comment on Facebook and YouTube. Also through, what's it called?
StreamYard,
yeah.
Go to facebook.com/StreamYard and you'll be able to enable your profile to be viewable by the device, whatever the thing that makes that happen. It's kind of magic. And when you do that,
then things happen.
Yep, and then all of a sudden your profile picture will show up. So it's pretty simple. Yep.
That's our number one fan.
Yep.
H. Simpson. I've never heard of him before.
Also, other ways to be involved on our YouTube channel. So you're probably possibly viewing from here already. If not, please go and check us out. We're on lcmugs.com/podcast. And
that's us.
Yeah. And from there, when you do, please go and hit that magic subscribe button. That really helps us out and unlocks all kinds of secret powers that keep us...
it does.
It does.
You will literally not win anything.
Yep.
Well, yeah, so I mean, just to make sure you know.
Well, Mike, we'll go ahead and transition right on to some rankings.
Yeah, we had a little thing happen this morning, last night. It'll come here in a second. We'll let you know. You just gotta hold on. First, there we go.
Fade.
Yeah, instead of the whole side of that album. So let's just transition here. This is not a really good thing that happened. There was a standoff following a dispute in Mapleton last night. Around 8:30 p.m., Lane County Sheriff's Office received a report of a domestic dispute at a residence involving a firearm on Rice Road in Mapleton. The caller stated that 28-year-old Jasmine Thien used a firearm to shoot her brother. Her brother was able to flee to a neighbor's home. Deputies arrived and were able to confirm that Thien was still inside the residence. Over the course of the next several hours, deputies worked to negotiate and de-escalate the situation so that she could be taken into custody safely. Shortly after 6 a.m., deputies found her deceased in a bedroom with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot.
That sucks.
No shots were fired by the Lane County deputies at all. It was just tragic. Nobody really knows what happened.
Wow.
Some argument, some it was called in as domestic dispute. So I don't know, but sad news out of Mapleton early this morning.
All right, we're getting some feedback here that our sound is horrible. So we're going to see.
Who sounds worse? I mean, and don't just pick on me because you can. Go ahead.
See if that works any better for folks there. We're turning that down. Does that work any better for you?
Can you hear me now?
Please let us know if that helps out. So.
Yeah, who's got the worst audio? Is it Kevin or I? I mean, obviously it's not me, but somebody could tell us. No?
Yeah, a lot of static coming from the mics, they say, so that's interesting. I don't know why that's happening, so we could turn those down a little bit and see if that helps out. Folks, please continue with your comments and see if that helps out.
That about killed me.
Yeah, say both are overdriven, not better, something like that, so that's really odd. We don't know what's going on there. What we could do is we could stop the show and come back and start and do it again and see if we can fix that audio for you guys. So
maybe it's our $450,000 air conditioning fan.
Yeah, someone says that that's a little bit better, so I'm going to see if maybe that helps us out. Mike, you were try your mic there a little bit. And
this
see.
one,
yeah,
this one, no
does
work.
that help out a little bit? So we're hearing some much better. They say.
Hello.
Charles
There we go.
Langan is saying much better.
Good.
Yeah, we apologize for that, folks, but hopefully, and someone else says that that's a little bit better, so we'll see if.
Who seems to be the worst? Can anybody tell us, am I coming in worse than Kevin or better?
Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
Going once, going twice.
Sold to the. Anyway.
I'm going to undo my mic and put it up here on this one.
Oh, there you go. We actually added a couple of other microphones, seeing if we were going to be able to make things a little bit better, and maybe it didn't do as well as we thought. The guy on the right is worse. That would be me. So.
There we go. Now I sound a little bit better because I'm speaking into the microphone on the microphone.
How's that? Does the guy on the right seem a little bit better now?
Yeah. Your right or my right? There's nobody over here. That's the guy on the right.
Well, no show would be complete without at least a little bit of something here. But let's go ahead and move on. And it says both are better now, and hopefully we've got this figured out. And there is this one little thing called editing, and after the show we'll go and take care of that. So thank you for letting us know.
Well, here we are. So that's a little better, I guess.
Yeah. Moving on, then we'll go ahead and tell folks how they can call in and be part of the show.
Sure.
And that is just picking up that telephone or your iPhone, whatever it takes.
Pick up your phone. I mean,
541-255-3665, and operators, namely Mike, will be standing by. So
we have a phone, but it works, but it's mainly a prop because we have to answer through the computer. But I mean, I could pretend, like, hey, what's up?
And Mike, it sounds like it was your microphone, not mine, that was maybe possibly a problem. So,
but we're better now.
Linda Thomas says better. So
better. She can just hear us. I think, isn't she just next door?
Like right next door, man. Yeah. So I
don't know where we are. We can't tell anybody where we are. But if we are here, then I'm going to say that Linda could almost hear us without the microphone.
I think the cool thing is that we may not have the best audio tonight, but it sounds like we're passable, and then we can kind of work on those problems next time. You notice our video is much better than it was before, so we got that part figured out. But
fix 3 problems.
It was like a trade-off of some kind at least. So
but let me give the number again. Call us. I mean, call us and say, hey, guys' sound quality.
You guys suck. Yeah.
I mean, and look at that. And you can call us at 541-255-3665. You can call at any point. We will literally stop in the middle of reading a news story so that you can, talk to us.
Hey, Daniel Mitchell, thanks for watching the show, man. Really appreciate that, brother. Also, let's...
that was a weird shout-out.
No,
Thank you to all the Safeway and Albertsons.
Dan's a good friend of mine. We've known each other for years and years and years.
I was going to be like, make sure you stop at a Starbucks coffee on your way home today.
Yeah. No, all right. Well, let's go ahead and look at slides here because we are into the sex offender part of our show. Boom! That was loud enough. Shoot.
Okay. We're going to be plagued with audio problems, so people can just keep, just tell us.
Just keep complaining, man.
Make the little guy talk louder or something. I mean, whatever you want to say. We want to make sure you can hear us.
Yeah, Dan, you're right. You did notice Grimace. Grimace is on the table, dude. Sex offenders for September 20th through October 3rd. There's a few. Let's go ahead and dive in, Mike.
Give me a slide.
Failure to report, and I'll let you take this one, Mike. So this one...
Stuart Ross Anderson. God, that name sounds familiar. Makes me hungry when I hear it. But at any rate, Stuart Anderson failed to report as a sex offender. Felony failed. Oh, no, he didn't fail. It was worse than that. Probation violation.
He's a failure, yeah.
He's a failure. And unlawful possession of methamphetamine, misdemeanor. Oh, I remember now. Used to be Stuart Anderson. Black Angus Steakhouses.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, that was some good meat. But evidently, Stuart has fallen far from grace.
Yeah,
it's not really.
Here's a shot of Stuart. You notice that we didn't have his mugshot, but we were able to find one here. There you go.
There he is.
Okay. Moving on to our next one. We've got, I don't know how to say that, but I'm going to
do this.
You go for it, Mike.
Roberto Sanchez Mendoza. He has criminal driving while suspended, revoked misdemeanor. He has failure to report. Felony, failure to report, misdemeanor. What has he got? A hit and run vehicle property. Oh, he should have stayed home. And then another failure to report, misdemeanor, and then he's got harassment. I mean,
that would have solved a lot of problems if they stayed home.
Yeah, stay home, Roberto. And none of this would have happened. Well, you still wouldn't have been reporting, but if you'd have stayed home and not crashed and ran off, I don't know what happened there, but it's like a little story. But anyway, let's get on with this.
Okay, we're moving on to this next one here. We have Kevin Ray Fanning. Failure to report as a sex offender twice. So one's a felony charge, one's a misdemeanor. Also, theft 3. That happened on Monday, September 27th.
That's probably how they caught him.
Yeah.
Stealing something that wasn't even worth much.
And that's the problem. It's like, he would not even show up on our show and in our mugshots in any way, shape, or form, except for went out and stole something. And then because of that, we got picked up on these other charges. Stay home, buddy. That's all we have to say. It's really easy. Michael Maurice Schwammelin, is that how you say that one?
I just kind of smear through it like peanut butter.
Yeah, this has been, he's been in our mugshots before.
He has. He's a frequent flyer, as we call them.
Yeah, in fact, here he is with hair.
Oh, yeah, hair today, gone tomorrow.
Right. That happened on Tuesday, September 28th with burglary in the first degree. It's felony. Then 2 felony charges of failure to report as a sex offender. And then a misdemeanor charge of failure to report as a sex offender.
I don't know. I mean, it just seems it's just a failure. It's hard.
A big failure in every way, yeah.
Yeah, it's a failure.
Yeah. And this is, again, back to no hair. So just kind of...
Hair today, gone tomorrow.
All right. Yep. Zachary Allen Shonrock. Yep. That's failure to report as a sex offender, felony, and misdemeanor charges.
Two for the price of one. No, 2 for the price of 2.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting all that.
Boom. And then now we're on to the alleged sex crimes. Hope you're keeping up, Mike.
We're still doing that, so I've got to try to count.
Well, yeah, we've been doing it for like 1,000 shows now. What do you think, man? Like, I'm going to.
I thought it was kind of a temporary little shit, we'd shtick and we'd give up on that.
Well, it's something, yeah. Well,
it's something.
This one here, Michael Allen Short. So.
Well, let me go ahead and read these. He's got sex abuse in the first degree. That is a Measure 11 charge. He has sexual penetration in the first degree.
Jeez.
Also a Measure 11 charge. And then he has 3 counts of sodomy in the first degree. Once again, Those are all Measure 11 charges, and some of those could be Jessica's Law, depending on the age of the victim. But we're so early in the game here, we have no idea.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, he barely got arraigned.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we only have one thing to say. So that's it for the offenders, Mike. What? So, yeah, I know.
You remind me, and so I'm like, well, we had one.
We just wanted to say these guys are big pieces of crap. Yeah.
Oh, there's some buzzing in my...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a neat effect.
I know. I worked on that.
That's kind of
I'm going to tell you, Mike, I spent about an hour trying to make those flies buzz around that piece of crab. So I hope you were entertained tonight.
Yeah, so let me see if I can try to...
Here we go, Mike. Tell us, how many did we have?
Let's see here.
Come on, man. I don't
There wasn't hardly any, so I mean, right off the bat, it's kind of a depressing thing. Something like I have.
No, it's actually maybe a good thing, but
well, it's under 10.
Yeah,
that much I know.
Yeah.
And it's got to be more than 4. But I mean, we did one guy twice or a couple times. I mean, about back. I'm
the
gonna
hair,
go
the no hair.
7.
7. He says. Is that your final answer?
Well, it is. I got nothing here. I got nothing.
All right, well, let's find out. And, sorry, Mike, you lose. You are a complete loser. But the answer is actually...
Well, I just have to say in my defense, I mean, you showed 2 different mug shots for the same guy. So, I mean, kind of, I'm right? But, I mean...
Whatever, Mike.
Whatever.
So the fact that we only had 6, we usually have upwards of about 12 to 14 on the 14, show.
Yeah, we do.
And at first, when I looked at that number, I was like, well, this is encouraging because, like, maybe we just haven't had anything. But, I really doubt that means that the crime has decreased. I just think that it means that we don't know about more than
maybe some of these
6 of them,
sex offenders or potential sex offenders are listening to us when we go stay at home.
Maybe if they take our advice, that'd be wonderful. Maybe it's also the weather change and stuff. It's really kind of hard to say, but we would love to see the numbers go down for real.
We do,
if that were a thing. So
yeah. Do we have any comments before we shift from sex offenders?
Well, we did have one that was just wondering about whatever happened to Troy Russell, but I don't even know what that means. Do you?
I don't know who he is. Yeah. Did he play for the Knicks?
Yeah. Call in. Tell us.
Call in.
Write another comment there. That would help us out.
Not even
because we don't even know who Troy Russell is.
I know. Yeah. You got us. You got us right now. Yeah. Troy Russell. I mean, was he in The Odd Couple?
Who knows?
No.
But so the 6 offenders that we had for the 2 weeks, not so bad. But that does take us up to 230 for the year so far, Mike. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
What day are we at?
Yeah, 276 days in the year so far.
Well, it did lower the average down a bit. I mean, we were getting close to, like what, 6 out of 7 days, 5 out of 7 days, we were getting, sex offenders. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll bust into some of our other stories for the podcast. Moving on to this arson investigation. What do you know about that, Mike?
Well, this one's kind of creepy. This investigation... Springfield Police sent us a video on this.
Yeah, you want to see that?
Yeah, let's take a look at the video really quick, because that's going to actually, I don't know, it's going to kind of explain a lot more than I can.
Yeah, well, we could narrate as this is going. It doesn't have any audio.
Yeah, go ahead and play it, and I'll see if I can read from the teleprompter if the intern will hold it. Yeah, there you go. On September 20th, this has been a while ago, but we're still trying to figure it out. On September 20th at about 12:05 a.m., Springfield Police Dispatch sent an officer to the day spa at 663 West Centennial, Springfield, to assist Eugene Springfield Fire with an arson investigation. When the officers arrived, the person who called in the fire was still there. The caller said he was working on a washing machine in the laundromat when he smelled smoke. He went outside and he saw the sidewalk in front of the day spa was on fire, which will show up here soon in the video. I'm kind of reading ahead of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just shut up. Huh?
No, man. Keep reading, yeah.
He witnessed the fire, which he was sure was started with something very flammable, but did not see the start of it. The witness also said that he did not see anyone around. Oh, it just disappeared. The caller said he's wearing a washing machine. Yeah, here we go. It's disappearing. Where are we at? There There we go. Oh, we sound a lot better.
Yep.
But he did not see the start of the fire. The witness also said that he did not see anyone else around when he came outside. The witness grabbed some water and was able to put the fire out that was on the sidewalk. I think that's all on that one.
All right, yeah, he's squirting a little bit more on there. Like, he went back for a second jug there. So, I think you were mentioning, we were talking earlier, it looked like maybe a 3-gallon jug of gas he was tossing.
I don't know what those, and maybe it's not gas. I mean, it could be a lot of other, paint thinner or something, but it's very flammable.
Or lacquer thinner, maybe.
Yeah, first thing he does is he puts something right under the door there, and then he's goes back nonchalantly back to his Toyota Sienna van.
Yep.
Grabs some more things. Here he is. He's getting in the van, and watch. He just speeds away at a like Grandma just got done getting her nails done. I mean,
see you later, man.
He's done. Yeah, look at him. Just blah blah blah. And then what do we got time on there? We're at 11:26,
and then
now we're at 11:33. So very few minutes ago. And watch what happens. His little device he sat down there in front of the door goes off here. Boom. There we go. And still quite a bit of flammable fluid. I'd like to call it gasoline, but that would be kind of, I think that would be probably inaccurate. We don't know.
Yeah.
But at any rate, So he started that fire, and
then just took off, and they haven't been able to find him, huh?
Yeah, but it says here, officers did see a man and a woman in the area, but they fled prior to him being able to question them. In this case, has been assigned to a Springfield detective. Detectives are looking for any surveillance video and trying to establish leads. Detectives are requesting anyone with information about this case to call them at 541-726-3721. And the estimated cost of the damage was at $10,000, which I would have guessed bigger. But
I would have thought,
I mean, look at that picture.
Yeah, and I bet you it actually winds up being more than that. That doesn't seem right to me, but yeah.
To me, my armchair detective, no way professional, but my opinion is that guy was professional.
Yeah.
I mean, he sat something down that ignited the fire long after he left, and it was small. And he doesn't. I don't even sugar badger. He just doesn't care. There's a camera, he can see it. He just doesn't care.
Yeah. He obviously doesn't.
He's like, I'm lighting the day spawn fire.
Zero F's to give there. So
there was no S's to no piles of no. Nope.
Oh, wrong one, man.
I just screwed that up.
That's okay, man. But you were looking for, and I believe it's okay. Let me make sure that our sound effects are at you're ready there, Mike. But,
there we go.
Whoops, that's actually the sad horn. Go ahead and give him the sad horn.
Which one's that one? Is that our?
You just want the piece
I wanted the poo. I was gonna say he had there were no. We'll get it next time.
We'll give him the whip.
There you go. Smack him.
We got a ton of sound effects in here, and Mike was looking for a very special one here.
Whatever. Well, let's move on.
We also have some viewer comments here related to just what a psycho freak. I posted that one here, and then there was someone, same person, asking any info on what he was driving. So do we know? Yeah,
actually, I believe that a viewer, another member in the group, has narrowed this down, and it's approximately 2017 Sierra van.
Okay.
Toyota Sierra van.
Color? Do we know any of that?
Well, we could see in the video that the vehicle looked like it was about a grayish, gunmetalish color. Mm-hmm. We'd had a picture of it at one point, but.
Oh, yeah, I missed that and getting it into the slide.
So okay. I mean, we've got
that's on the group. You can go and see that in the group, I believe, right?
Yes, there is. There's a couple of examples of what this van more than likely is, and after looking at the picture from the video and looking at pictures, we believe that it's a give or take, 2017 Toyota Sienna van. It's a lighter gunmetal gray metallic color.
Okay. Right on. And then another arson that we had, this one here.
This guy, what day was this? I think this was also the 20th.
28th?
28th September, yes, September 28th. And then it was updated September 28th. But the suspect was believed to be 38-year-old Brandon Paul Sherrill. So what happened, if we can scroll down here.
You can have the mouse.
Yeah, there we go. I've got the mouse. It's not a real mouse.
Yeah, thankfully, this is a lot different than like watching KZ.
I know, right?
You really don't care if it gets right the first time.
I ain't never been to no broadcasting school. But at any rate, on September 28th, just prior to 10 a.m., a Lane County Sheriff's deputy spotted a yellow Nissan Sentra in the area of Highway 126 and Elmaker Road in Veneta that had been linked to a string of recent crimes. And we do not know what those crimes are, but one of them was arson. The deputy attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver fled eastbound on Highway 126. The Nissan struck an occupied van near the intersection of West 11th and Bertelson Road before continuing northbound on Bertelson Road. Deputies lost sight of the vehicle a short time later, and it was found unoccupied near the intersection of Fairfield Avenue and Wood Avenue. Deputies, along with Eugene police officers, were looking over the area for the subject. He was described as a white male, possibly wearing a gray jacket, and at the time people were saying, the resident should look out. The driver of the white van that Mr. Sherrill hit they were not believed to have sustained any
at least
serious injury. And the Nissan has been recovered by police, and it is no longer of interest. But
they're still looking for this guy, though, right?
No,
they got him.
They got him. What's interesting is that the Lane County Sheriffs have not updated this, but Sherrill was caught.
Okay. So he's caught, but we don't know any circumstances around it.
We don't know the circumstances of it all. Here, let me look it up real quick, and I'll let you know. They're making me log in again. So nice, right in the middle of a show. So Brandon Paul Sherrill was picked up by the Eugene Police Department on the 1st of October at approximately somewhere near 11 p.m. He has a parole violation. He has arson in the first degree, reckless burning misdemeanor, attempt to elude police officer with a vehicle misdemeanor, reckless driving misdemeanor, and hit and run vehicle property misdemeanor. And those, most of those charges, part of them, the reckless driving, eluding, and hit and run, that comes from the day that he was trying to elude and he ran into that van. But he has been arrested as of October 1st. And like I said, we have no updated information from Lane County Sheriff's Office other than the fact that we know that Sherrill is currently,
at least in jail.
He is still right now in the Lane County jail. So you can quit looking for him because we know where he is now.
All right. We also have this update here. We have a suspect arrested in the riot case.
Yeah, I think we've got a question on this, do we?
No, we already covered that. Someone wanted to know what the person was driving, and we gave as much info as that we have.
Okay. Yep. Well, here we can go to Smiling Jesse Angel Kid. Sounds like a magician's name. Next up on the stage is Jesse Angel Kid. But he is the 36th suspect to be arrested for a role in the May 29th and 30th riot case from 2020.
Seems like yesterday.
I know it's just like it's in everybody's memory because that's really the worst that ever happened around here.
Right.
I mean, we had protests and people wandered around and
years
whatnot.
Ago, we haven't had anything like that in a long time. So,
and this is from 2020. This is over a year old. But it says here that on September 29th of this year, police contacted Jesse Angel Kid, who is 21 years old. He was leaving his residence in Eugene regarding his involvement in the May 29th riot. Kid was lodged in the Lane County Jail on charges of 2 counts of riot, theft in the first degree, 2 counts of criminal mischief in the first degree, criminal mischief in the second degree, reckless burning, disorderly conduct
a little busy
in the second degree, interfering with a police officer, and menacing. And once again, this is the 36th arrest in this case, and investigators report there are more arrests pending.
Wow.
But, and it's an ongoing case.
So literally, we're talking more than a year later, maybe 14 to 16 months after the original event, and they're still
arresting people. And this is the 36th arrest. So, that's it's amazing, and Jesse looks rather happy. And if you'd like, I can check. Would you like to know if he's still in?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Let's just check
a peek,
the old
yeah.
crystal ball.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Kid. Yeah, Jesse Kidd.
Oh, wait. We got to have a sound effect for that, so hang on.
Go ahead. Yeah. We're amateurs. I mean, that's why it's a podcast and not a newscast, and we don't...
Yeah. So looking into does that work for you?
That's close. Yeah, it was kind of the flashback music from Wayne's World almost. But so with that done and said, Jesse Angel Kidd, age 21, is still in jail.
All right, good deal.
Right now, because people are always like, I help you out in 4 hours. Nope, he's been in since last month.
Well, and I would say that a lot of folks have said in the past, and I've seen this before, where they say these guys got away with all kinds of stuff, and now but and then they might say they were looking at other people and not giving them the same treatment. No, these folks actually are investigated and brought to justice just like anybody else. So there is no bias when it comes to that, as far as we can tell.
I would just say there is no pleasing the public, because if nobody caught any of these people, the public would be like, what are you doing about this?
Yeah.
But then, they catch them like, why are you wasting your time on this?
Yeah.
There's just no pleasing people. I mean, the police could literally just go out into the street and sit on the ground and somebody would complain.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter what they do. But that's about it for the day. I mean, we're
wrapping up the show, and we'll see you next week. No, we actually have this dude illegal. What do you know about him? He's looks like he's out there doing his crap.
So I don't remember what the date was. It doesn't really matter. Like last week, this guy gets caught on a trail cam at the end of a little dirt road that's near Big Fall Creek Road. And he is literally tearing these bags of trash out of the back of his, I don't even know what year, but it's a newer, nice, lifted Toyota TRD 4-door pickup truck. I mean, it's nice. It's not beat up. It's not on fire in any of the pictures. But he's just chucking his trash out of there, off into the, side of the road there. And little does he realize there's a like a trail cam that's there. It's snapping really good pictures. I mean,
nice going.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's pretty clear. If you know who that is, then you're like, that's
you never know where a camera is going to be these days.
Yeah.
I really honestly think that people should just never do stuff because there's cameras everywhere.
I don't care if you're on the top of Mount Everest. Just don't do something stupid. There probably is a cam somewhere. But this guy gets a cam, and I imagine that the neighbors or concerned citizens in that area put a trail cam up because this is the end of this road that he's on.
Yeah.
But he's chucking those bags out of there, and Lane County Sheriff's Office like, can you help us identify him? And they give us these crisp, crystal clear pictures of this guy. Yeah. And I mean, way better.
So we don't have his name here.
We don't,
and that's okay. He was cited, so he didn't. It's different than actually being in that. Why we don't have a mugshot for him, right?
Yeah, we don't have a name. Lane County Sheriff's Office updated and said that they no longer needed tips from the citizens, but the tips they got helped them identify who this man was, although they didn't tell us. And he was, according to Lane County Sheriff's Office, he was cited for illegal dumping.
Right. Well, see, it doesn't pay. So now it's going to cost you more to dump than it would have if you just paid for trash service or gone to the dump, man.
Yeah, I mean, really, this guy could have paid I don't even know what it is because I have dumpsters at my house. It'd be like $40 a month for, but
it's about what a dump fee is, and so whatever.
Whatever. That's.
Well, Mike, we had in the group a scam alert. Wanted to cover that real quick, just because that actually has gotten quite a bit of attention. So so
scams are big.
You get these texts show up in your inbox or whatever, and they say, "Congratulations, we are pleased to inform you that your information was randomly picked up for COVID-19 stimulus payment from the American Rescue Plan under the Treasury Department." Well, it sounds great so far.
Sign me up.
Yeah, sign me up. Kindly follow the link to complete the form, and then it gives you a link.
Yeah, that looks like an official government link. Bit.ly link.
Bit.ly link, that's a government link.
Yeah, it's CIA, I think.
When you've submitted your details, then for the Employment Department will contact you for more details on how to receive your money ASAP. Well, anytime anybody wants to give you money, including the government, be suspicious.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, are you kidding me? About 5 minutes after you go to that link and give them your information, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Your bank account will be drained, and all your credit cards will have purchased, I don't know, 700, whatever your limit is, and, Green Dot cards or Amazon cards, something. Wow. You'll just be gone. But, the government is not just randomly, they'll send you a letter and you'll get a real letter. But you're not. This isn't happening. You go to a real
anything that sounds too good to be true probably is. So that's a good measuring rod.
Don't even try to play with these people. There's no point in going to their site and filling anything out, even if it's fake. Just let it go. Just ignore it. I mean,
nobody wants to give you money. I'm sorry.
In the group is a pretty good idea because then people.
Yeah, that helps out. I actually appreciate that this person posted in the group because it gave us something to share on the show that I think will help quite a few people.
There are a lot of people. I mean, I don't know, but there's just people that do fall for these, and it's good to educate the public.
Yes, for sure. All right, what we have also to share with folks tonight is some stolen vehicles, bikes. I guess bikes are vehicles, so either way. But here is a couple of ones that we've chosen to highlight because, they were right there in the group when I went to look. Take a look at these.
Great day.
We have this car here, this black, awesome-looking car. Somebody stole that.
That's a Charger.
Yeah, Charger. Yeah, this bike, a couple of bikes.
So that bike, the one at the top right-hand corner, that's what the bike thief left when they stole the way better bike that was actually locked to that rear bush.
This one here's not stolen.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean technically
maybe
now. Technically maybe he just traded them, but it's stolen. But and that pink bike is stolen, and in the group on that pink or lavender or whatever you want to call it bike, there is a serial number. There's a picture at the bottom of the crank area, and that shows the number, and then the stolen, and this is not the actual vehicle, but that's stolen Suburban right there. Every day, all
the time, all the damn time,
every day, every day. Something.
Be sure to do that 9 p.m. routine, man. Be sure to lock your stuff up at night and take your stuff out of the car. It's very locking up your car actually is not enough, guys. It's because if you still have valuables inside, then shame on you. Because
it doesn't matter if nobody can see them. I mean, they're going to break in a lot of cases, and they're just going to go through your vehicle.
Yeah. And I don't mean shame on you. I'm just saying that if you leave stuff in your vehicle, then you're just begging for somebody to come and steal your stuff.
Yeah, it's bad enough to keep stuff in your house and be worried about it.
Even if you can't see it, we could show you some videos, and we highlighted some of those in our earlier seasons where people will actually watch you go to a shopping mall, watch you pull into your parking spot. They're watching as you get out of your car, and they're even watching as you hide your purse or your valuables out of sight. So when you
put your laptop in the trunk, they're like, all I got to do is get in there and pop the little trunk dealio.
And they're watching from the moment you show up.
So much like a Sting song, they're watching every move you make.
There you go. So that's just our advice to you today. So we also wanted to highlight also some missing folks. So over here, this one is Heather, and I can't pronounce the last name for the life of me, but this young girl has run away from home, and mother's worst dream. They're just mother and stepmother are trying to find this young lady. We believe her to be in the River Road area, they say. So if you have any information regarding this young girl, reach out to her stepmother, Sierra Palm Corson, I believe is the name on this one.
We're horrible at names, but we really want
also
this
just
to come out.
Check out the Facebook group, Lane County Mugshots Uncensored, and the posts. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that this is already old news and that she's been found. But if she's not, then please honestly.
Yeah, we looked at a few of the key members of her family's Facebooks before today's show, and we didn't see any evidence that she has been found. So please keep looking, and like Kevin was saying, check the group, and feel free to look in the group, because that post will be updated at some point if and when she's found. Yeah, we try to keep things updated. That's why we don't let people put screenshots of missing people in there, because there's no way to update that. But at any rate, what do we got next here? We got some more missing people.
Folks we thought we would highlight while we are at it. So here is Caden. I don't see a full name here. But this is the fellow that is also being looked for. So
he's from Eugene. Yep. He left Shelton High School around, what does it say there, 9 a.m. or something.
Yeah, been missing since 9/29/21.
Yep.
And he is 5'8", has a muscular build, dark blonde hair, hazel eyes. Was last seen wearing jeans and a black tank top and black Skechers.
Yeah.
So, okay. And then also this one here, missing child.
Yeah, Breezy. She's 14 years old. She is 4'11" and weighs. Is that Breezy, or did I say it wrong?
Breezy. I don't know.
Breezy. I'm not trying to make this worse than it already is for people. Yeah. But she weighs about 90 pounds. And if you have seen this child or have any information, please call the Eugene Police Department at 541-682-5111. And I will mention a few things. We had to literally ban a woman from Lane County Mugshots Uncensored.
Really?
She had decided she was going to make a nasty comment about this girl and said, why in the world would you have shaved her head? I would have run away too. And this girl
probably has cancer or something.
No, it's not
military.
Yes. She was going to Willamette Leadership Academy, and they don't allow hair color.
Yep.
So she had trimmed her hair, and then she wasn't very happy with that, so she went ahead and shaved it, and she was fine with that. And her parents didn't do this to her.
No. And, it has nothing to do with the case.
And this lady was just horrible. I would run away from home too. Why did you shave her head? And it's like, do you have any idea that, really? Many parents let their kids express themselves.
Yeah.
I know. So that lady's not listening to it. Well, she might be listening now, but so tell them about something new we have, Kevin.
Yeah, so Mike, because we were featuring some missing folks on the show today, I thought that I would go ahead and put together a list of the missing people in Lane County since the pandemic began.
Sure.
So this starts basically, I ran the report for March 1st, 2020 to the current date. And you can get that report online. Just go to lcmugs.com/missing, and that will direct you to the PDF document. About 97 people on that list, Mike.
Wow, and that will just get automatically updated?
Yeah, we're going to keep that up to date.
Or whatever, I don't know. But
as a matter of fact, I think that's one of the things we'll talk about after the show is actually how to make that a feature of our website so people can go in and see the updates. And,
I just want to let people know it will not be a function that's updated like every 30 seconds.
No, but not quite like that, but yeah.
What I can guarantee you is this will be updated once a day, probably. And that doesn't mean that something will change, but it will.
And frankly, it's really easy to get the report. So Oregon State Police actually has a really good website where you can go and create custom searches and stuff like that.
There you go.
Down by county and stuff like that. So to make it easy for everybody else, I've just gone ahead and done that. We'll go ahead and automate that. Like you say, we'll probably just update it daily or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when you click on that link, you can just go and boom. But even more so, I think the future down the road is like that list doesn't actually give you any photos, and I think that if we can include some photos and do some of the things that we know how to do with...
we can work on that. And by I mean just for our listeners out there, I am computer illiterate.
I don't know anything.
Barely make Facebook work right. Kevin's like a computer
I know a few things. So we also wanted to tell... Actually, that's kind of the end of that segment. So we were covering missing people, and it really actually takes us into this one right here, Mike, our neighborhood watch tip of the show.
Yeah, that rocks.
Put up a sign. Put up a damn sign. Whatever.
Yeah.
It seems simple enough, And it would probably be good if you actually had a neighborhood watch in your neighborhood, if you're going to do this.
Yeah, well, I mean, at any rate, I mean, still, but, I mean, what are we saying here?
Yeah, right here in Crestwell, we actually have folks that put together a neighborhood watch and put up a sign, and actually, check this out, Mike. I'm going to zoom in on that.
There it is.
Yeah, and, well, check that out. Even a little camera right there.
And a camera, watch what you're doing in Crestwell, folks.
They're not kidding around, so.
And that's not Big Brother, that's private.
Yeah.
That's not to do with the government or anything.
Right,
That's private people keeping track of what's going on.
So, and I would suggest that if you're going to put up a sign, that you get your neighbors together and maybe go in on it. Maybe everybody pitch in $10 or $20, and then you can put a couple signs up in your neighborhood. The one thing about signs, they are prone to potential vandalism.
There we go.
These are vandalized signs, Mike.
Leslie Nielsen from The Naked Gun.
Yeah, and not that I would necessarily condone vandalism, but if you're going to do vandalism, this might be. Anyway, Leslie Nielsen from Police Squad, Naked Gun movies, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you bet. Yeah, Police Squad.
Yeah. Oh, Mulder and Scully from X-Files.
I can just hear that music in the back of my head whenever this happens. I want to believe that wasn't vandalism. No.
Bruce Lee.
That guy's got a huge hand.
Yeah, no kidding. Spider-Man. Trollface.
Trollface is watching. Yeah. If you end up in the neighborhood, this guy's just going to go through and just like bring up pictures of you when you're in the third grade and have buck teeth and braces. That's what's going to happen there.
Mr. Rogers, man.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Neighborhood watch, man. And here's one of our other ones. Kirk and Sue. And then, of course, John McClane. From the Die Hard movie. So, I just threw these in here because we were talking about neighborhood watch and throwing up a sign. You might actually get clever with your sign. That's not a bad idea. Maybe a little humor might actually tell.
Let those criminals know that we're going to laugh when you get caught.
Right, for sure. Mike, we also wanted to highlight our Lost and Found, and by our, I mean Cheryl. She runs that thing. Does a very good job of it. Yep. And that's a public group. You can go to Google and then type in Lane County Mugshots Lost and Found, and that'll take you right to the Facebook group. And there will also, it's a public group. So unlike other groups that are out there, that is something that you can share to other people.
Yeah, you can share it to other people, other groups. So everything that is in there is public. And what's really good is, although it is the largest lost and found in Lane County, what's so brilliant about it is that people who aren't even members can share stuff. They can go there and they can see what's in that group. It's public, and they can share from there without even having to join. You don't have to wait for us to go ahead and click that you're a member. I mean, unless you want to post, but you can share anything that's in there. And we also have no admin wait. Your post
and it gets.
There is no post approval. I mean, and once in a great while, that is a pretty good group. Once in a great while, we'll find something that doesn't belong in there. But because we feel that if you have lost anything, your pets, your wallet, your bus pass, your bike, whatever, that you would probably like people to start helping you look for that immediately. So we don't have
it easy, man.
And things happen in the middle of the night. You can just
have to sign up for an account. You got Facebook. Go ahead, and then eventually someday we're actually even going to find a way to pull in, make it so you don't even have a Facebook account, and could even maybe show stuff on our website.
That would be great. That would
be super cool.
There's nothing being done here that makes us any money. There's no clicks back to any of our sites or anything. This is purely like, man, we really would like people to get reunited.
And speaking of clicks on our sites, man, please, for the love of all that is good and holy, go to OregonCrimeNews.com and click on as many of the ads as you can. It really would help.
Just click on all the ads. Then go back and go like, okay, I was going to search for Janet Williams.
Right,
click on
twice, 3 times, whatever you need to do.
You don't even have to to see the little ad, just click on that thing and subscribe to our stuff. And you know, but wow, we're
coming at the end of the show, and it's now time, Mike, actually, for everybody's favorite segment.
We've got something else.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. Oh.
Whoa, what was that?
That was a violent end to one of our best little, you know.
Let's go back.
And this is way funner than me guessing how many sex offenders are in this town.
All right.
Let's try it again.
And find out what's in Mike's hand.
Take two.
The music doesn't want to play. Let's try it again.
There we go. Let's see what happens.
Waka 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 waka. What's in Mike's hand?
Yeah. Waka 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 waka. Yeah, it's okay. People are laughing. Nobody's commenting though.
I spent $30 on that music, Mike. I hope you like it.
$30 on that music. I bet you spent way more. I bet we spent way more on what's in my hand. You know, before we get to that,
I can guarantee you.
So we did have a question, real quick.
Yes, I did notice that too. Let's put that up here.
Our intern's like madly waving at me, like, look here. And I'm like, we're not paying attention to you. But
Kelly,
is that up on the screen?
Yes.
Everybody can see it. Okay. What I do know is we don't have any new information on Michael Bryant, but it has been Bryson. I'm sorry.
Yep.
There isn't any news, but
there's active groups getting back. I see on Facebook all the time. I've seen the bumper stickers, the signs. You can't miss him. I mean, he's probably the most prolific missing person.
It is. Little stores that I go to buy beverages. I will go there, and they always have one of his posters up, and they change them out because they get faded. And there's always one that is really prevalent and easy to read. So, I mean, people are still looking for him, and I mean, it'd be nice to have that case closed so these people get some closure. But what is this? Kelly Cummins? Sorry, we don't have any information except for keep looking, keep sharing.
Yes, thank you.
So let's get back to what we were doing.
Well, so we
get the music in.
Inquiring minds would like to know, Mike, what is in your hand. So
as always, I forgot we got our microphone.
As
always, this is in a let me see if I can turn this. A very attractive mug we had commissioned. Doesn't that sound cool? Commissioned, like it's a piece of art
and collectible,
rare, collectible, and very cheap for you to buy. I think we have a few left, maybe.
Yes,
maybe. Yeah, we do.
Boxes.
But we did have boxes, but I think every time we talk about this,
we're running out of them. I'm not kidding around, Mike. We're going to have to make another order.
Yeah, well, Kevin one day made the mistake. He's like, here's a box of them. You know, you could sell them. And I just gave them away to everybody I knew. I'd go down to the bar, and people were like, you got one of those mugs? I'd be like, here's 4. Uh-oh. Wait, we're starting over? Let's get back to the mug. What's in Mike's mug that is in Mike's hand? It is little different than last 2 weeks ago. This is Macallan Gold Double Cask. It's different.
Slightly sweeter taste to it.
A little sweeter.
Also slightly sweeter in that it was $5 less than the last one.
$5 less, yeah. We unfortunately didn't get the COVID money, from the alert that we got.
Yeah.
But, if we have a few more minutes, we could probably, could we take a call? Could somebody call us? Anybody want to call us?
I would love it if somebody would call us.
Let's waste a little time. I've got a couple things I could talk about. Midgley's...
Well, first, let's remind people how to be part of the show, so we can do that. Yeah. So you can do that actually just by calling in. We actually have a hotline. It's
it's right there at the bottom. Look, see right there.
See
here it comes. There, it's coming. It's coming. It's going. Wait, it's going that way. I can't even do this right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there it is. Kevin's pointing at it now. 541-255-3665. We had a guy call last episode, and
we love that. We love that. It's so awesome. Yeah.
He didn't even have a real name, and we went ahead and put him on.
I don't even care.
His name was like a series of numbers, which I doubt his parents intended to do. But I would mention that in the past week we've had two vehicles that were found as a direct result of Lane County Mugshots Uncensored.
Yes.
We had a Midgley's went out on a Midgley's fireplace and whatever else they do. I mean, they're a great company. They're on Highway 99 at Madison.
Well known,
Yes.
Sponsor of our show today? No.
Well, no, yeah.
Would you like to?
Yeah. Surprise! Your sponsor will send you a bill. No, it is really just a story. It's not even, they're not asking us to promote them. But they had one of their technicians out on a job, and he went out, he was in a home, somebody's residence, and he went back out to his van to go check and see, grab a tool or whatever, and the van was gone. And this is this big Ford, transit van, covered from one end to another in flames. I don't know if you've ever seen any of their vans. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
There's a wrap on it. It looks like it's on fire. But somebody stole that. Later, it was found, east of here by one of our members. They mentioned there that, I believe it was Mackenzie Drive, which I think is east of, it's east of everybody that's not east of Mackenzie Drive. It's east of Eugene, but it was found out there in just a few hours.
That's good.
One of the members. We also had a lady the other day. She posted that somehow or another a relative of hers had stolen her Nissan little car, or maybe a Sentra, whatever. I don't even keep up on stuff like that anymore. But she said that it was probably going to be around the Washington Jefferson Street Bridge, and so we had a post up on the group, and eventually that car was found due to someone passing that on to the Eugene police and saying that they were pretty sure it was in the park area. So that was found. That's 2 recovered vehicles. And Midgley's, I'm sorry, I hope you guys got your tools back, most of them back. I hope your van was in great shape. They're a great company, and they are not sponsoring this segment. That we actually just kind of made this up because we're
a little bit of space because we're actually hoping that we'll get a few callers here before we end the show. We've got about another 5-10 minutes where we could do some calls.
We could. A live call. Talk to us about anything that's going on. There's Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. People are always asking about that.
Even stumping the host is a good exercise.
Yeah, ask me how many sex offenders and failures there were today, and I'm probably still going to be like, 8 that was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, remind one more time, folks, if you'd like to be part of the show, 541-255-3665. Operators are standing by. So
yeah, we have an actual phone here, but it just doesn't.
Go to show, Mike.
Hello.
It's real. We have a phone.
It's a real phone, but we don't answer it. We answer it with the computer. So this is just like a mock-up.
Yeah, the problem is that we're just getting a lot of crickets, Mike.
Where are they? There.
Yeah,
there's the crickets.
Yeah.
We have this cool soundboard. Well, let me just put my hand up here. It's down there.
Yeah, it's down
there. It's got buttons on it and stuff, and I never know what the buttons do, so I rarely touch it. And whenever I do, I hit the wrong thing. I'll be like, I want the whip sound, and
instead you get the gong.
And I get the gong because I have no real clue what's going on.
Well, so that's for the callers. This is something that Mike and I set up early on, is that if people call into the show and they start talking about UFOs or stuff like that, we're just like, you're out of here, man. You're out.
Whatever. Yeah. Were they illegal? Were they committing crimes? Yeah, then I don't want to hear about it.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show, and we're going to tell people how they can be involved. Not involved, but they can certainly go and involve.
Well, they could have called.
Website. Let me switch over here.
If we're live and you can still hear us, you can call. We will extend the show if you would like to call. But people are, I don't know, was this like McFly? Should we call them chickens? Would that do it? What did you just call me?
Yeah, you called me chicken? Nobody calls me chicken.
Banjo's playing now, but
well, here's our website, LaneCountyMugshots.com. But if you don't want to type all that in, just type in lcmugs.com. And that'll take you to all the goodness, including this. These are some of our highlighted inmates from the past. Yep. Also on our site, you can go and see shirts, hats, hoodies, mugs, and shot glass. We're working on all the swag. We had an order for a hat the other day, Mike, and I realized that we're out of hats. So if you're watching the show, we're going to get some hats, and we're going to get you your hat very soon.
It is hoodie time. We need to be blasting those hoodies out of here.
No kidding. Are you wearing your hoodie today?
I am. I wear it all the time. We're back to, as soon as it's legal, we're back to bonfires, hoodies, and
sweet, man,
and nice beverages.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, let's also tell people how they can listen to our show. So, obviously, you know how to listen if you're listening right now, but there are other ways. Lane County Mugshots Uncensored, the podcast, is available on Stitcher, Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, our very own Eugene Talk Radio, and then YouTube and Facebook. And then we'll also let people know how when our next show is.
We'll be back on my oldest daughter's birthday.
Yeah, Season 3, Episode 18 will be on October 17th, 2021. So we thank you for joining us, and we hope we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
No callers. Really?
What the hell?
Are you kidding? People want to be Facebook warriors online all the time, and nobody can call us.
I was like, come on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they want to correct everybody's punctuation, but nobody wants called. Yeah. I don't even understand. What happens there? I mean, there's nothing. You don't have questions. You don't even have complaints. I mean, God, these people.